Hi everyone, Janie here. So thank you for letting me have a little bit of fun with that. Jason and I were joking around this morning and I was telling him that I was going to do some sneak attack gardening. Since I'm obviously not gardening in my own yard, this is a wonderful native pollinator garden that's just around the corner from my property. And this piece of property is actually owned by the city that I live in. I live in Davis, California, which is in Northern California, Zone 9B. The city doesn't manage this, it just owns it. There's a bunch of volunteers that come and manage this California native garden. And there are gorgeous, gorgeous plants here. Obviously you can see the California poppies stand out the most. There's California lupin, there's yarrow, just to name a few. And it's amazing. The bees are all over the place here. They are so, so happy. So my planting today was actually part of a project that I'm doing with Rich from the Old Swedes farm. He has his own YouTube channel and I will link it in the description down below. He and I are doing a project this year called #Milkweed for Monarchs 2022. And the purpose of that project is to bring awareness to the importance of planting native milkweed in your area for the monarch population. So monarch butterflies, those beautiful black and orange stained glass looking butterflies, their population has actually been dwindling rapidly over the past 30 years or so. And we all know why. The reason why is because their main plant that they survive on, that their young feed on, that they lay their eggs on, called milkweed, is dwindling rapidly as well. And milkweed is dwindling rapidly for mainly two reasons. One of them is just urban sprawl. And then the other one is farming, where farmers, of course, will try and keep the weed population down, the weeds down. And so they will spray to get rid of weeds, which include the milkweed. When you decrease the amount of the plant that the monarch butterflies depend on to lay their eggs and to feed their young, obviously the population of the monarch butterflies is going to dwindle. So what Rich and I want to encourage all of you to do is to look up and find what variety of milkweed is native in your area. There are hundreds of different varieties of milkweed and not all of them are good to plant. So if you plant a non-native variety of milkweed in your area, it can actually mess up the ecosystem balance. It could bring in bad bugs. It can cause more harm than good. So it's really important that you guys look up what varieties are native in your area. And then that way, when the monarchs, the monarch butterflies, migrate from Canada all the way through the United States down to Mexico every single year. And along that migration, they stop, they find these milkweed plants, they lay eggs, and then those eggs hatch, and the monarch larvae will feed on the milkweed. It is the only thing that they will eat. It needs to be the native varieties as well, because the generations, that's what they call it, the generations of monarch butterflies that are flying through your area will only feed and lay eggs on the native population of milkweed. It will not use other varieties of milkweed. So by planting a native milkweed plant that's native to your area, you would be providing a way station for monarch butterflies that are migrating through, and thus helping the population of the monarch butterflies grow and get back to what they once were. So a few months ago, I found some native milkweed seeds from a local garden center. I put them in the freezer because they do need stratification, and then I sowed them indoors, and I've been letting them grow ever since then. And now I have little starts, and then I did sneak attack guerrilla style gardening here in this native pollinator garden. Unfortunately, there's no water to this garden, so I am going to have to come and water them pretty much every day until they can get established, but I think that it's totally worth it to help the monarch population. So Rich and I would love it if you would join in with our hashtag Milkweed for Monarchs 2022. The way that you do that is, like I said, find the variety of milkweed that's native to your area, sow the seeds, plant the plants, and remember, it's going to take about a full year for these plants to get established. We're probably not going to see any monarch eggs on our plants this year, but next year they should be there, and I'm very excited to see that next year. If you want to, you can document what you're doing by using the hashtag Milkweed for Monarchs. If you guys have a YouTube channel, if you guys have Instagram or Facebook, put that hashtag whenever you post a picture to show what you're doing, with the aim of encouraging more and more people to participate in this movement. And even if you just watch social media and you don't do it yourself, put it in the comment section below so we all can see how many people are planting native varieties of milkweed for the monarch population. So I will link my other Milkweed for Monarch videos down below. They go into even more detail about how important milkweed is for monarchs. I will also link Rich's channel, The Old Swede's Farm, so you can check him out to see what he's doing with this. And then the other thing I'm going to link is I'm going to link monarchwatch.org. And if you click on that, it will take you to a part of the website that will tell you exactly how to figure out what type of milkweed is native for your area. So again, thank you guys so much for letting me have fun with this. I was cracking up as I was filming that down my street, and my neighbors were looking at me like I was crazy, which they often do. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I hope you all have a chance to get into your garden today.